Free hit team I would pick if I was free hitting in game week 6. In goal, I think is the most obvious pick out there. It's obviously David Raya. Arsenal have the best defence in the league, Raya's at a very good price, and they have a brilliant fixture at home to Leicester. That is one of the best fixtures you'll get all season, and I can't see them not keeping a clean sheet. Obviously, you just want a £4 million goalkeeper on the bench because they're not going to play. In defence, I want Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's a brilliant option. He's worth £1 million more than Robertson, but I think he's worth it with the extra attacking threat he shows. Of course, he takes all set pieces for Liverpool, which is always an added bonus. He just shows so much threat. His XG and XA has been so good this season. Next to him would be Gabriel from Arsenal, so I'd go double Arsenal defence for the similar reasons as Raya, but as well Gabriel shows brilliant attacking threat. He's already scored 2 goals from corners, and they're both in his last 2 games. He could easily score again, and he could easily keep a clean sheet. Like I said, one of the best fixtures of the season at home to Leicester. I think he's almost a must-have in a free hit team. Next to them is Lucas Digne. He has attacking threat, and Villa have a brilliant fixture away at Ipswich. You could pick Ezri Konsa, but I think Lucas Digne just has that more attacking threat, making him more worth. Villa have really shown signs that they can keep up their form from last year and potentially get top 4 again. And if they can do that, I think their players are so underpriced. And on your bench, you would want 2 $4 million defenders and Jacob Greaves from Ipswich, who, he's just going to sit on your bench as your first sub. He won't play. And Harwood Bellis from Southampton, who's similar reasons, £4 million, Bournemouth away, the best bench option. I think you have to have Cole Palmer. He's kept on his brilliant form from last year, and Chelsea have actually looked pretty good, which not many people expected. Of course, Palmer will always be on penalties as well. He should always play the majority of minutes in every game, and especially because he's been left out of the Conference League squad, means he's even more likely to play every minute. I would also have Rodgers from Villa. With Ipswich away, I'm hoping he can keep up his form. He's looked brilliant all season, and he finally got his return in game week 5 with 2 assists at home to Wolves. And I think with Ipswich away, he can hopefully keep up his form and keep it going in the long haul and the short term. Villa also have decent fixtures, although obviously they have Champions League, so there may be a little bit of rotation, but I would also bring in Emil Smith-Rowe with his 1 fixture away at Nottingham Forest. I think Forest have looked good this year, but I think it can still be a game where he can score or assist. He's been running the show for Fulham from that number 10 position. I think he can really keep up this form, and I think against Forest away that is a fixture that you can target. Obviously Forest have been decent, but they've not been world beaters. They got a good win away at Liverpool, and they've looked decent since, but it's still a bit hit and miss. I'd bring in Semenyo, who's at home to Southampton, which is one of the best fixtures of the season. Bournemouth have shown signs on Areola that they can be really attackingly well. They did really well last year. They've been a bit hit and miss at the start of this year, but I think Semenyo is really their star man this year. I think he can really take that step up and replace Solanke, maybe not as a striker, but really become that kind of key player in their system. The last player I'd have is Luis Diaz, so obviously no Mohamed Salah, but I think Luis Diaz can cover that pretty well. He's the top scoring midfielder in FPL. Wolves away, he's already gone up 0.4 million this year, showing how good he's done. I still think he can do brilliantly for Liverpool, and he's the top highest point scorer. You'd be silly not to have him in a free hit team. Up front, I'd have Ollie Watkins. He's really came back into form in the last couple of games and in the Champions League. He looks like he's back. He looks like he's got his mojo back. But like I said, Villa have looked very good this season. They look like they can continue that form from last year, even with the Champions League football. I feel like they have decent squad depth. Ollie Watkins may only play 16 minutes a game with John Duran on fire, but I still think he's worth it away to Ipswich. And of course, I'd have Erling Haaland because he scored 10 goals in 5 games. He could be worth 20 million, you'd have to have him. He's so good. He's a fixture-proof player. He should be your captain. He will be my captain. He's just too good not to have. On the bench, I'd have Ross Stewart from Southampton just as someone who needs to be on the bench. Cheap forward, 3rd sub. So yeah, that's the free hit team I would pick. Let me know if there's anything you can change. Make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed, and have a great day everyone.